Hi class, today we're going to be talking about changes of state. By the end of this lesson you should be able to tell me what a change of state is, what are changes that matter can undergo, and how does energy affect a change of state. A change of state is a change of a substance from one physical state to another. So our example here is the liquid form of water, a solid of water, and water vapor. So we have those three for visuals. When a substance changes state, the identity of the substance does not change. So the example is that water is still water, whether it's in liquid form, solid form, gas form. It's all still just water. And what we need for a change of state to occur is energy. If we start off with ice cubes and we add energy to that in the form of heat, the ice cubes would melt into a liquid, and say we poured that liquid into a pot of just a pot on the stove, and we add heat to that also. Eventually it would start boiling, and then we would see the water vapor rising out of the liquid. And in some substances, if we add even more energy, we would be able to get the state of plasma. Examples of plasma here on Earth include lightning, and an artificial form would be the gas inside of neon lights. What happens when energy is added or removed? Well, the particles change. When we add energy, the particles begin to move more freely. So we start here with a solid where the particles are arranged really close together. There's a strong attraction for one another, and so at this point these particles can only vibrate. If we add any more heat or energy, the particles can move around more freely. They take the shape of their containers, and if we add even more energy, they become gases, and they overcome those attractions, and they can move around independently. Plasma's very high level of energy, and along with the particles in plasma we have electric particles. And what happens when things melt? Well, it's when a solid becomes a liquid when we add heat. So here are some examples. We have ice cubes melting, we have the Wicked Witch melting, and Frosty melting. Another vocabulary word is evaporation, is a change of state from liquid to a gas. So some examples here are when we're heating water over a stove and we have the release of water vapor. The same thing here with a hot cup of coffee. We have the water vapor in the form of steam, and we have evaporation over a lake here. When the sun starts shining on the lake, the energy is released as water vapor. Condensation is a change of a substance from a gas to a liquid. So we have the liquid starting to condense. They're slowing down. They're combining, and then they produce this dew, which we see here on the plants and the flowers, on windows. And sublimation is a process in which a solid changes directly into a gas. So our example for this is dry ice. If we have a block of dry ice, you would see the gas rising from it. So we bypass the liquid state and we go directly to a gas state with dry ice. Okay, so at this time I want you to go back and think, what have you learned? Check yourself. Can you tell me what a change of state is? What are changes that matter can undergo? And how are changes of state related to energy? You should be able to answer these before you come to school tomorrow. And if you can't answer them right now, I want you to go back through and look at the slides again. Thank you. Have a good day.